Hello everyone, this is Ankita Mallick back again with another video where I created this makeup look inspired by Zendaya from the Paris Fashion Week March 2022. So to know how I created this look, please continue watching. I have already prepped my skin well with the skincare products you need before makeup, and now I'm taking the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte+Poreless primer and applying that on my face, focusing mostly on the center of my face where I have pores and the skin gets oily. So the primer will not only fill in the open pores but will also mattify my skin and give me a long-lasting makeup base. Next, I'm taking the Nykaa Insta Blur Color Corrector stick in Beige and applying little bit of it under my eyes and the places I have few spots or dullness to lightly blur it out. And I'm blending it out using my fingers so that it gives a good coverage. Make sure you go with a very light layer of the product because we still have foundation and concealers to go for, and the more products the more chances of the base getting cakey, so go with minimal quantity of the products to help your base look good. Next, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in shade Pure Beige, and again I'm taking just a little bit of the product and applying it in the inner corner of my eyes and around the outer corner, and then using a damp beauty sponge to blend it so that it not only gives it a smooth flawless finish but also soaks up all the extra product, making it look well blended with minimal product. I'm also applying the concealer on my eyelid to even it out. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in shade Neutralizer, and I'm applying it in the inner corner and around the outer corner of my eyes and little bit on the center of my forehead and on my chin, just to highlight all these areas, and I'm using a damp beauty sponge to blend all of that by dabbing the sponge so that it doesn't disturb my makeup base. I'm blending the concealer, taking it up towards the temples so that it gives me a lifted look. For the foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline New York Fit Me foundation in shade 228 Soft Tan, and this foundation matches my skin tone perfectly, so I'm applying it on my face, leaving the places I have concealer on, and I'm using the damp beauty sponge to blend all of it on my skin. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline New York Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in shade 20 Light Medium, and before that I'm taking the beauty sponge and blending any concealer if settled into the crease lines, and then going with another damp beauty sponge and picking up the powder, and I'm gently pressing it under my eyes to set the concealer so that it doesn't budge later in the day. Also, you can use the same damp beauty sponge that you use to blend in the foundation and concealer to set the base with the loose powder. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just taking another sponge because that's just how I do it. For the eyebrows, I'm taking the Incolor Delicate Eyebrow Palette 02 and I'm quickly setting my brows by first using the spoolie to set my brow hairs in its place and then using the brow powder to fill in the gaps. Now let's move on to the eye makeup. For that, I'm taking the Swiss Beauty Eyeshadow Palette 1 and I'm picking up this shade first and I'm applying it around the inner corner of my eyelid, taking it till the center. Honestly, I couldn't find any picture of her that displayed if any shades she had on her eyelids, so I'm doing it the way I feel it would look good, keeping it really simple. Next, I'm picking up this shade and applying it above the crease line around the outer corner and slightly taking it towards the inner corner, keeping it above the crease line. I'm taking a flat round brush and blending the shadow up, flicking it out around the outer corner. And I'm doing the same on the other side of my eyelid as well. Next, I'm taking the Coloressence gel eyeliner and I'm drawing a thin winged liner starting from the outer corner of my eyes. And I'm keeping the end of the liner long enough based on the eye look. Next, I'm also applying the liner in the inner corner of my eyes, creating a pointed end, giving it a foxy eye look. And I'm repeating the same on the other side of my eye. Just keep in mind to keep the liner thin to bring out the foxy eye look. Next, I'm taking the Miss Clear black eyeshadow, and since she has that smoked out finish to the liner, I'm going with a thin brush and carefully applying the black shadow around the edges and smoking it out slightly to get the look. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline New York the Colossal Kajal and applying it on my waterline. Next, I'm taking the black shadow again with the same thin brush and very lightly smoking it out on my lower lash line, but keeping it thin and connecting it to the corners of my eyes so that the eye makeup looks complete. For the mascara, I'm taking the Nykaa Lash Dog Super Sizer Volumizing Mascara and applying it on my upper lashes. For the lower lashes, I am taking the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. To bronze up my face, I am taking the Sugar Contour de Force Mini Bronzer in shade 02 and applying it on the usual places to add some definition to the face. Next, for the blush, I am taking the Biotique Natural Starstruck Matte Blush in shade Sun-Kissed Tan and applying the blush on my cheekbone, adding some lift to my face. I'm also applying a little bit of the blush on the tip of my nose because that's how I have been liking it. So I'm taking the Sugar Mini Bronzer again and contouring my nose. Next, for the highlighter, I'm taking the Maybelline New York Master Chrome highlighter in shade Molten Gold and applying it on my brow bone to enhance the shape of my brows. And then on the inner corner of my eyes. But I'm making sure it doesn't overlap the eyeliner, so I'm just applying it around the sides of the liner. I'm also applying the highlighter on my nose to add some height. And then I'm applying it above my cheekbone, taking it up towards the temple. For the lips, I'm taking the L'Oreal Paris Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in shade Truffa Mania and applying the shade just on the corners of my lips. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline New York Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in shade Driver and applying a little bit of the shade since this lipstick has a thicker consistency. So you have to keep in mind to go with a very little quantity of the lipstick. And I'm dabbing my fingers to blend the shade on the center of my lips. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline New York Sensational Liquid Matte Lipstick in shade Bare Temptation and applying it on the center of my lips to add that hint of mauve shade to the lips. Now, I'm taking the Nykaa Gloss It Up High Shine Lip Gloss in shade Honey Boo and applying a light layer of it. Now you can completely skip the step if you are not comfortable with a lip gloss, but I felt it tied up the entire look. And so this is the final look. I really hope you loved watching the video and liked the makeup look, and if you did, then please don't forget to hit the like button below, and if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I'll see you in my next. Bye.